Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am the Educated Natural. Welcome to my channel. As you guys know, while you are here, my motto to you is this: I will never leave you uneducated. Listen, I know this looks different today, and there's a reason for this. But not to stray away too far from today's topic, which is we're talking about the USPTO 2025 rate increase, as well as the latest news on the BOI. But y'all know this is bugging me right now, right? And the reason why I am not on camera is because I had a test done on a medical test done on Monday, and the medication that they used for the test I had an allergic reaction to. Now, I have never had an allergic reaction in my whole life, okay? Not especially not like this. And because of how it affected my face and my neck and my chest, child, I am not gonna be on camera till this stuff clears up. And so, thankfully, my allergic reaction to this is not as severe as some other people that have had to have this test done. I just kind of broke out of what they say is hives and welts all over the place and very itchy. Okay. So, I am thankful that I did get the test done despite this craziness for the last 2 days that I have been going through, but we still give God praise. And so that's why I am not on camera, but you can hear me and you can see me flashing at the bottom. So that's me. However, I am here. That is why yesterday I was not doing my scheduled live. You guys know I typically try to go live on Wednesdays, but yesterday was like horrible. That's about the best way I can describe it. It was horrible. I was swollen. I was itchy. I was ready to just rip my own skin off, y'all. It was just that bad. And thank God for allergy medications and calamine lotion. Okay. So just saying calamine lotion, you can imagine I have this stuff slathered all over the place to keep the itching down, and it is working. So that's why I'm definitely not going to be on camera, even though luckily I have the clear version of it. Still, I look crazy. So no, I will not be on camera, but it's not about me. It's about the information that I need to share with you all. So before I get into this, let me say hello to everyone that scooted on over here. Hey, Unbiased LLC, welcome in. TZ is in the house, y'all. Welcome in, TZ. It is great to see you. Healing all of me. Welcome back. It is great to see you. Beautiful day to you as well. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody better keep winning on purpose in here. That's what we do. Thank you for that reminder, healing all of me. The dainty doer. What? Where have you been? It is great to see you. Welcome back. I pray that all is well with you and the family. Welcome back. Now, that's a great surprise. We haven't seen that name in a while, right, everyone? Welcome her back. Keep on going down, going down. Thank you so much, TZ. Yes, girls going through it over here. I'm telling you, I have learned a whole new respect for those of you that have allergies. Because, man, this is crazy. Hey, the Everyday Life OCDS chick. Welcome in, welcome in. Great to see you. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you, thank you. Yes, you made it, Unbiased. You sure did. I hadn't even started yet. You said, can I start over? All I said was, hey, and welcome everybody in. So you're right on time. But I am not going to keep everyone here too long today because there is some major information each and every one of us needs to know. Now, if you've been following this channel for any period of time, you know that trademarks is something that's near and dear to my heart. I have done several classes on it, many trainings on it over the last couple of years to try and inform my fellow entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs about the importance of protecting your intellectual property. Trademarks happens to be one of those things that I believe, and this is just my opinion, you do what you want to do for you and your business, but I believe it's something that is very important and it protects you in the country that you are in. If you're someone that wants to do it globally, it can get pricey, especially with the information I'm about to share with you all, but you have to start somewhere. Make the effort, and file your trademark. I'm telling you, if you look at the trademark website now, which is the USPTO.gov, we'll go over there in just a bit. But if you look at the prices now and you're sweating bullets, let me just go and tell you, it's about to get worse. I did a training a few months ago, and in the description of this live, I will, after it's over, put my original live stream where I talked about this. It was a proposal then. And I went over with everything that this thing, every price, every part of this thing that the USPTO had proposed to make changes to. And at first, when I did the video, I was like, nah, there's no way they're going to do this. And there was a lot of other attorneys that are out there, actual trademark attorneys, was like, I hope they don't do this. They even went to the meetings with the actual USPTO officials and gave their opinion, and not one of them agreed to these changes then. Well, here we are now in December 2024. And I have something to share with you. Welcome in, Just Gifted. Great to see you. So if y'all are ready, I'm ready. So let me go and get this shared screen up here because it's a lot. Now I want to keep y'all here all day. All right, so let's get this over here. All right. Let me get my shared screen up over here. And please work. Yay, there we go. All right, we are now right here on the official website of the USPTO. And once again, that is USP as in Paul, T as in Tom, O.gov. That is the official trademark page for the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Okay, that's what USPTO stands for, United States Patent and Trademark Office. This is their official website. And they just released this information just a few days ago. It is official. It is no longer a proposal. It is official. All right. So put a 1 in the chat to let me know you guys can hear me. I see my thing flashing, but like I said, sometimes I don't see myself. I kind of like, can y'all hear me or not? So please give me a 1. Let me know you all are able to hear me as we go through this because it's a lot of information. All right. So I hope everyone is having a great day. Let me know if you can hear me. If I need to change something, let me know. All right, I see the ones coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's move. Let's go. All right, here we are on the USPTO.gov website, and this is the latest news from them. This is the summary of the 2025 trademark fee changes. All right. So as they say here, they have reviewed their fees, their costs and revenues every 2 years to ensure that they can recover the aggregate cost of trademark operations. Based on their latest review, they've concluded that fee adjustments are necessary to provide trademarks with sufficient resources to administer the U.S. trademark system. They set their adjusted fees to align with these 4 factors: promoting innovation strategies, aligning fees with the full cost of trademark services, setting fees to facilitate the effective administration of the trademark system, offering application processing options. All right, so let's go and get into this thing. Welcome in, everyone. So, fee changes. This is what really concerns us all. For those of you that wants to file a trademark, it tells you right here. This final rule sets to adjust 28 trademark fees, and the changes become effective on January 18th, 2025. So you can count the days between now and then. Now, here is why this is important. If you have been thinking, welcome in the Analytic Gardener, about filing your trademark, and you thought $250, which is the current rate, which is the lowest current rate right now that you can file it under, and it goes up to $350 depending on which application you choose to fill it out on. Most people are going to choose a cheaper option, okay, which is $250 right now. And you don't want to use an attorney, which of course you know is going to be over thousands of dollars, okay, to use an attorney to do the same thing you could actually study and do yourself, but it's up to you. If you thought $250 was a lot, grab your pearls, hold on to something, because when I show y'all these fees, some of these fees are probably going to knock you off your seat. But for those of you that was in my training before when I went over this proposal, it may not be such a shock. But I know some of you are new here and you did not see these proposed fees. Well, it's no longer proposed. It's effective now. Effective January the 18th. Anyway, so let's go. So as you can see here, they say they're telling you all the information about these proposed fees. Well, let's get on down to the fees. Here we go. Fees. Here we go, y'all. Current fees for the TEAS standard application. Currently, I told you, it's $350. That's the application that allows you to go in and not use the USPTO's trademark manual. You want to pretty much try to freehand your trademark descriptions and things like that. In order to be able to do that, it was $350. As you can see right here. I hope you guys can see my cursor. You probably can't on here. But under current fees, you see the very top, $350. But if you look under new fee, it says not applicable, meaning it's going away. All right. So then you move down to TEAS plus application, which is what a lot of people use, especially those that file them themselves without an attorney. It's $250 currently. You will look under the new fee column. It says not applicable. And you're probably thinking, well, does it mean it's free? No, it does not mean it's free. What it means is, look on down one more time, okay? Base application sections 1 and 44 per class. If you look under current fee, it says not applicable because this is something new. But if you look under new fee, it says $350. What does this mean, Ten? It means that the USPTO has decided to get rid of TEAS standard application and TEAS plus application. There are no more. They're going down to one form. There are no more separate prices. There's going to be one form to file a trademark under, and it's a base application, and the minimum fee to file a trademark application effective January the 18th, 2025 will be $350. That's your minimum price you will pay to file your trademark application after January the 18th, or should I say beginning January the 18th, 2025. So gone is the $250, and gone, that's it. Gone will be the $250. You will now be paying $350. That $250 is gone, y'all. It's over. All right. So if you're thinking about it, child, you only got a few weeks to get these in. If you want to keep it at $250. If not, if you wait till later on, it's going to be a minimum of $350 to file one trademark application. For many of you, I know you operate in various sectors. Yes, it is. Dainty doer. It's a very huge bump. And a lot of attorneys that are trademark attorneys were trying to fight against this. And obviously they didn't win because, child, we about to go up to $350. Okay. So I wanted to let you guys know that the base amount from filing U.S. trademarks will be $350. All right. That's important for a lot of people. So if you got a logo you want to trademark, if you have your name you want to trademark, that's two different applications. So there you go. You can add them to it right there. 350 times 2. Okay. Just for your name and your logo for your business. Now, if you have some other stuff to add to it, let's say you use your name, your business name in 2 or 3 other classes, you're going to have to pay $350 per each class. So that can add up really quickly. So your thinking about filing your trademarks window is getting smaller and smaller. So let's think. If it's already costing you, if you want to use an attorney to file this trademark or these trademarks, whatever it is you're doing for your business or yourself, because some people file trademarks on their own government name. All right. So whatever it is you are planning on filing a trademark for, you're going to have to realize that those attorney fees are going to go up too. If the USPTO is charging them more to file it, you, the owner of that trademark, are going to have to pay more as well. So keep that in mind. Everything is going up. So if you see an attorney right now, maybe they're charging $1,400 to file one trademark. Trust and believe, when these new fees come into effect, your fee to use that attorney will increase as well. So be aware of that. Okay. All right, moving on. There are people that file their application with WIPO. I'm not going to get into that here. It would take too much time. But their fees are also going up. Their current fee is $500. They're moving up to $600. All right. So these are those international trademarks. I'll tell you that much. And as you can see, the last box there, subsequent designation fees filed with WIPO, they're still with WIPO, is also going up from $500 to $600. So I hope y'all can see how this is going to increase next year. Hey, Tamika, welcome in. So what they say, steady long, steady wrong. So if you're taking forever to make up your mind about protecting your name, your brand, your slogan, a color, or whatever is unique to you and is important to you and your business, the fee is going up. $250 is quickly becoming a non-factor. All right. So moving on down. In this section, it talks about insufficient information per class. Now, let's say you're ready to go on and file your trademark, and by the time you put everything in that trademark that you want to put in that trademark, as far as what you want to be covered, before there really wasn't a cap on it. As you can see here where it says current fees from these three categories here, there was no fee. It was one set fee. Well, there was no fee. You could make your trademark description as long as you want to be 2,000 words, and it's 2,000 words. There was no extra fee. Well, that's changed. As you can see here, insufficient information, meaning if they have to come back to you and say, Tamika Davis, we received your trademark application. However, you didn't put enough information in this. We need you to add more information. We need you to make this clear. There is a strong possibility whatever changes you have to make to that application is going to cost you an increase of $100. So not only did you have to pay $350 to even file the application, on top of that, for insufficient information, you have to pay an additional $100. So you see how quickly this added up? $350 to file it, $100 if you don't have enough information in it. They don't get it. So govern yourselves accordingly. So for those of you that's long-winded, like myself, and you like to put everything you can possibly think of in your description for that trademark or trademarks, it says using the free-form text box instead of the trademark ID manual with Trademark Center to identify goods and services, okay, per class. So this is for those who like to just write it out yourself. You don't want to use the manual. And that's one of the problems that caused them to make these changes, because a lot of people wanted to do the free form, meaning you can put in there whatever you wanted to within reason. They're now charging an additional, all these prices are additional on top of that $350, okay? Make sure y'all understand that. If you do that, if you say, I don't see anything in the manual that truly describes what I do in my business, it's going to cost you an extra $200 to be able to write in something extra that's not in that manual. Do you see how quick this stuff is adding up? Now, the bottom one talks about each additional group of 1,000 characters in the free form text box beyond the first 1,000 per affected class. What does that mean? That means is the first 1,000, they're not going to charge you for it. But if you go above 1,000 characters, and those of you that has a little bit of common sense, you know it's not just the letters they count the spaces too. Okay, that's a character. So if you know while you are building your trademark description in that free form text, and you want to add some other stuff, and it goes above 1,000, you're going to have to add another $200 on top of your application. So you better cut that thing down to under 1,000 words to be on the safe side, because if you go above that, it's going to cost you an extra $200. I need to make sure y'all understand that. Okay. Any questions so far? I don't see anything in the chat. I know everybody's shocked, because I was shocked too when I finally got this, and I was like, what? And so I went back and added up the characters in my previous trademarks, and I was like, ooh, I am so glad I got my last one in there already, because that joker is long. All right. You better believe it, unbiased. They they ain't playing about their money. Not at all. I guess with all these trademark applications they have to go through, and all these attorneys have been worked to the bone over, especially since the thing that shook the whole earth, back in 2020. Well, they have gotten sick of us. Okay, they have gotten sick of having to contact people, make changes, people writing stuff in the description boxes of these applications that's not in the manual that they built, USPTO people built, to make it easier for us. And we're like, nope, you done added up, so I'm gonna add my own stuff. They said, okay. And they have to read through those 1,000+ words. They are sick of us. And they're like, y'all want us to read through all this stuff? Y'all gonna have to pay us. So time is money. So here you go. So remember, these fees here in this part are addition to that $350 minimum to even file the application. All right, make sure y'all understand that. So now, let's say you filed your trademark, and now it's after it's been filed, and you may need to make certain changes, or certain things may need to happen. So let's move on down to where it says Section 9. This is for people that have already filed their trademarks, and it's time for you to renew it. Because I'm not going to get into that here. Let's just say there comes a point where you have to renew your trademark. All right? And you renew it based on these sections here. So currently, to renew or file your Section 9 registration, it's currently until January 18th, 2025, it's $300. It's going up to $325 per class, meaning per trademark that you have filed. So take me for an example. I have currently 2 registered trademarks and then 1 that's pending. All right. So that will be 3 trademarks for me that when it's time for me to renew them, I would have to pay $325 per trademark when it's time for me to renew it. Plus, okay. Hey, PIA, welcome in. So now we're going down to Section 8, declaration. You can see that used to be $225. Now it's moving up to $325. Section 15, declarations per class currently, should I say, $200. And it's going up to $250. Hey, Dolores, welcome in. Section 71, declaration, currently $225, effective in January 18th, $325. So y'all can see how these prices are bumping up pretty quickly. Renewal fee filed with WIPO, it's currently $300. It's going up to $325. Yes, Happy Mac, welcome in. How are you? It is. It's a lot. And that's why I've been trying to yell from the mountaintop to all my subscribers, to everybody I see that have businesses. I've been yelling and telling and teaching and talking and telling y'all, file your trademarks before 2025. Nobody listened. I'll take it back. One person listened, because only one person has filed it since they've heard me talk about it. Everybody else keeps dragging their feet. Well, now you're almost at the end of the road. Okay? And it's going to be over real quick, and it's going to get real expensive. So y'all better get in before January 18th, 2025, when these new rates come into effect. There's no going back. So if you plan on filing a trademark, you better do it before then, or it's going to get real expensive before all these caps and new rates start coming into effect. So let's keep moving down. Petitions and letters of protest. If y'all have any questions, just let me know. Just put it in there. I'm checking both the chat and the screen. So here we are with the petitions and letters of protest fees. Now, these are for people that, let's say somebody has your name and they have gone and filed a trademark on it. And there comes a point that the USPTO gives the community, obviously the whole United States, all right, the opportunity to oppose someone else's filed trademark. It's a 30-day period when they open it up for the public to say, hey, no, don't approve that trademark, and you want to go to court over it or whatever. You want to fight for it before the USPTO finalizes that trademark. Well, there is a fee for that. All right. You can petition the director of the USPTO. Currently, it's $250. It's going up to $400. Did you hear me? $400 to even petition whatever your petition is to the director. So he's like, nah, y'all ain't gonna be all up in my inbox. So he is going to be charging you $400, okay, to petition to him. So now let's say you're somebody that filed a trademark, but you got an office action, meaning there was something wrong with it, and they give you a 60-day window or whatever window they give you to file or correct whatever it is the issue is, right? And you, for whatever reason, missed that cutoff deadline. That is when you have to petition to revive your application. It right now currently is $150 for you to ask those attorneys to revive your application. Meaning, can you please? I messed up. Here's the reason why I messed up. Please consider opening up my application, because let's think about it. If you already paid $250, $350, or whatever for this application, and for whatever reason it has fallen at your door, you did nothing about it, but all of a sudden one day you woke up and decided you want to do something about it, you can pay $150. They'll reopen your trademark and look at it again and allow you to make changes or whatever you got to do to get this thing revived, right? Well, it was $150. It's going up to $250. So it would behoove you, when you file your application, keep your eye on it. Whenever you file a trademark application, you have to create an account. And in that account, they will not only in that account, but also in your email, whatever email you put there, this is how the USPTO will be contacting you when there's an issue. All right. So don't give an email address that you're not monitoring all that stuff, because you're going to miss a deadline, and then you're going to be mad because you can't file your trademark until they revive this application, and now you got to pay extra because you didn't pay attention to your inbox. So don't make that costly mistake, because that's $250. Okay. So that's what that is. That's you asking them, please take another look at my application. Please open it back up. All right. So now you got letter of protest. This is where you can say, same thing I said with the director. I don't think this, whatever company should file this trademark, I want to petition, I want to protest, I want to shout it from the rooftops, I want to make a claim against it. It was currently $50. It's going up now to $150. Now, I don't know how many of you have been on YouTube and you have heard, for instance, some crafters, some candle makers in particular as well, have been trying to petition the USPTO against trademark filers for common phrases. So let's say someone had trademarked, I don't know, heat transfer vinyl. Okay, let's just throw it out there. Let's say somebody had trademarked that term, and you're thinking, well, wait a minute. I don't want these people coming after me because I use heat transfer vinyl all the time. And how they going to come after me because y'all allowed them to trademark this term? And so you can go and file a letter of protest against that application, but it's going to cost you currently $50. After January 18th, $150. So just govern yourself accordingly to that. So if you're thinking about petition somebody's trademark, you're going to pay for that. All right. Any questions? Let me look up at the chat. Hey, Amused Reindeer. Let's see here. Mods, do y'all see that comment? So I want y'all to, let me see. Let me do it from here. All right. I think y'all took care of it because I don't see it on my phone. All right. Thank you, mods. Thank you. So we're going up to, I'm going to look at the chat real quick. Okay. Unbiased says, I heard you. Come on, thing. I heard you. However, my finances didn't hit the mark. I pray I can get it next year, even with the price increase. Thanks for all the info. We appreciate you, Queen. We appreciate you too. Hey, I understand. I definitely understand. So, any questions so far? As you guys can see, all these fees, they are not playing. So now, for those of you that says, listen, I don't have the money right now. I need some more time to even use what I want to trademark, because I know there are some of you like that, like still trying to think of a name. You're still trying to think about what you want to do. You don't have it locked down. You're not using it right now. It's just an idea in your head of something you want to trademark. In that case, that means you're going to have to file an intent to use trademark application. That means you intend to use it. When you file those, you have typically about 30 days or so to actually start using that thing. And you can apply for extensions, and they explain all that stuff to you. You can apply for an extension. If in 30 days you're still not using it, you're still not ready, you can apply for an extension, and then they'll put dates on there and everything like that. And I'll get into all that. But this is your intent to use fees for those of you that's on the fence about your trademarks. So this is saying that amendment to alleged use. So you're going to eventually use it, all right? That's all it's saying. So currently it's $100 on top of the $350. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that. The $350 is just to file the application. You still got to pay extra $100. Okay, now in January, you have to pay $150. So it's going up as well, $50. All right. Statement of use, which is also known as a SOI, currently it's $100, is also going up to $150. So these fees are addition to fees. All right. I want to make sure y'all understand. Don't think, oh, I can just go file it for $150. I haven't used it yet. No. That's in addition to the $350. All right. Any questions? So these are all the proposed fees that the USPTO is proposing. Effective, I'm going back to the top, January 18th, 2025. You can see right there where it says fee changes. So any questions? I'm looking at the chat. I know it's a delay, so I'm going to give you all a few minutes. Any questions about these new fees? I think they said every 2 years or so, they increase the fees at the USPTO. A few years ago, it was a lot cheaper than it is now. And it's going up and it's changing from 2 application options down to 1. And it's going to charge you even more to make changes to your application, to add to if it's too long. If when you go through the manual, you realize you want to do 11 things, okay? If it's over 1,000 words, you're going to have to pay extra for that. So, are there grants available? Girl, I wish. I wish, PIA, I wish. Somebody says, effective right before. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It is. You are right. Now, to help you, if you're lucky, let me just say it like that, you could possibly find a trademark attorney that may be willing to do your trademark pro bono, meaning for free. You might, but it's going to be a hard search. But if you're lucky to know somebody that knows somebody that's able to convince someone to possibly help you out a little bit, okay? Then you may get lucky if you can find somebody to help you out. But right now, I haven't seen an attorney to even mention anything about pro bono. Because as you can see, these trademark applications are costly. A lot of these attorneys have staff that they have to pay to do all this work. And so the prices are going to be going up. So I would try pro bono. If you can find an attorney in your local area that's willing to do it, God bless you. You have been blessed beyond measure. But right now, as you can see, come January, these prices are going sky high, in my opinion. So let me check the chat real quick. I need a 12-month layaway plan, says unbiased. Listen, at these rates, we all gonna need a 12-month layaway plan. Listen, I was like, I just knew when I first covered this that these attorneys and the outcry of the people was going to change their minds. But no, it did not. They were like, we don't care what y'all say. This is the price. The price is the price. And so that's kind of how it is right now. But I wanted to make sure I update you all on the USPTO fee changes as it pertains to trademarks. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Let me know. You guys know you can always reach out to me at my website at www.theeducatednatural.com. That's where you can find me, or you can always leave a comment here and we can schedule some time to talk about it if you need to. My members that are in here, you guys know how to reach me, and you guys know that we also meet every third Sunday, and we will discuss this or anything else that may come up that you are concerned about. You guys know you have direct contact with me because you are members of my channel. Now, before I get into the second part of this, I wanted to let you all know that starting in January, if all goes well, we pray, I will be having a seminar. And I'm still working on the details of the seminar, but I will be looking at trademarks. It will be looking at business formation, because I know a lot of people typically like to start their business at the beginning of the year. And so we will be going over that, and I will be showing you some behind the scene things that you may or may not be aware of as it comes to business formation, which leads me into my next point that I wanted to go over today, which deals with the Corporate Transparency Act. All right. So I got you yes, I got you. Okay, she said, I know you do, but I'm asking anyway, what do we need to do about the BOI form? All right. Segue. All right, so let's get into this. All right, it works. Look at it. Yes. Just love it when a thing comes together. All right, so now this report came out just a few days ago, December the 3rd. They waited to the last minute, okay, to do this, but hey, better late than never. As you can see here, the Corporate Transparency Act has been blocked nationwide in the US of A. These people have said, enough. Government, you don't need to be in our business like that. So the Texas court, go Texas, has blocked right now, preliminarily, okay? No, he did. Hey, Rooster, what's good? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Thought was BOI. I cannot with you. See, you should have been in my training. You didn't know what BOI is. It stands for Beneficial Ownership Information Reporting. Okay. Okay, that's what it stands for. But as you can see here, the it falls under the Corporate Transparency Act. All right. And its implementing regulations will require U.S. business entities to report stakeholder information to the Treasury Department. Were preliminarily blocked nationwide by a Texas federal court on Tuesday, December the 3rd. All right. So basically, for me, this came late because I filed mine last week because I didn't want to forget. That, hey, Francesca, welcome in. And a lot of people filed theirs early because we all knew, and I also did a training on this earlier this year about the BOI and the Corporate Transparency Act. We went through a whole thing. A lot of people were upset because some people out there doing business wrong. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so the government stepped in to say, hey, we're going to require every business in the United States to file this report by December the 31st, 2024, if you started your business before January the 1st, 2024. So those of us that had businesses prior to January 1st, 2024, we had all this year to file this report, right? But for those that waited till after January 1st, 2024, you had to do yours pretty much immediately. So just think, a lot of people have been fighting against this. But there are some of us that say, you know what? If it's a requirement, just like it's a requirement in order to do business right in your state, you have to register it. A lot of people waited to the last minute hoping that something like this would happen. And as you can see in the report, I'm not going to go through the whole report. I will leave the link to this report in the description below so you can read it for yourself. But there are a lot of people who have filed this already. And it's typically people who doing business right, who said, look, I'm not money laundering. I'm not doing any of that stuff that's illegal under this business. My business is legit. And it's a very simple, guys. It's very simple. If you know your own name, if you know your own address, if you know your business's name, if you know your business's address, you're able, and you have an EIN, you are able to file this report. It was like 5 minutes. I was like, that's it. That's all you wanted was just my information. That's it. It was simple. But some people who are doing all this crazy stuff and trying to get over was fighting against this. All right. And so far, right now, it is halted. They're in court, and I'll scroll down. They are in court, okay? So if you look right here, it says the Corporate Transparency Act, which is CTA for short, required that an estimated 32.6 million existing business entities disclose their beneficial owners to the Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network before 2025. The government argued that the law's function was to crack down on anonymous shell companies and deter money laundering, terrorism financing, and other illicit economic activities which fall within Congress's regulatory duties. Okay? They wanted to know who's behind that business and what you're doing over there. Okay, basically. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of businesses. 32.6 million? Woo. Bias your max. It's silly. I don't think you want to put that out publicly. Not now, child, with all these crackdowns going on. Don't say nothing. But here's what the defense or I guess I should say, the people that's going against this are saying. They think pretty much that the CTA is just being too nosy. Like there needs to be a separation between the government. It says here, the fact that a company is a company does not knight or give them permission, Congress, with some supreme power to regulate them in all aspects. So they're pretty much saying, look, you don't have the right to tell me what I can and cannot do in my business, however my business. You have no right to do that. So right now, it seems to have worked. So this reporter reached out to the Justice Department. Of course, they did not respond right now. So right now, officially, right now, guys, you don't have to do this report until further notice. Okay? This is what this is saying. You can look it up on your own. You can go back and do your research. But right now, in the United States, the Corporate Transparency Act requirement to fill out that BOI with the finance department is on hold. So if you haven't done it and you know you're due to do it, oh gosh, that sounded so weird. But you know you were due to file this report, you may have just struck gold. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know how long they're going to say, okay, we have to get this done. I already did mine. I'm done. I don't care what they do. It's always done for me. But if you know you haven't done it, this may be music to your ears. But if you're not going to file it, make sure you're keeping abreast to the reports on it. Don't wait for me or any other YouTuber or social media person to tell you about this, because by the time we think about this, because I already did it. So by the time I even think about this again, it may be too late. You're like, you to tell me. You better listen. You better put an alert on your old phone or on your computer if you are in business as it pertains to the Corporate Transparency Act. So if you have a business, Add this to your reminders. Keep a check, because they didn't say how long this preliminary is for. They could sit there and say, okay, well, we're going to extend it to February, but it's still going to be a thing. You still need to know that, because they're in court right now fighting this out. So just want to let you guys know how extensive. Okay, TZ, take it easy. Take it easy. I'll see you in these YouTube streets. Francesca says, government, you don't employ me. I only answer to one person, that is Jesus Christ. All right, Francesca. All right. Now I want to see you on the news. Listen, we're all praying for infinity. But I think it gives us all a little bit of a chance to look at our businesses. Maybe this could be an eye-opener for some people that is doing business inappropriately according to regulation in your states or whatever. This could be an eye-opener, because this could just be the beginning. Like you mentioned before, unbiased, that this January starts a brand new presidential year for this country. And we don't know which way is up. We don't know what's going to happen. And we don't know what could happen with the CTA. But if enough people get in the right spots that's saying, yeah, we want to know, we want to be all in your business, then this could just be a little bit of a snafu to a even bigger thing they could require for business owners. We don't know. But as of right now, the only thing we do know is it has been halted right now. But still, I say get your ducks in a row. Get your house in order, get your stuff together, because we just never know. Yeah, I can know, Francesca. Don't get started. Don't even get started. I know where you're going. Hey, Bayou, welcome in. Welcome in. Great to see you. But I want to make sure I put this information out there to you all, especially those of you that are business owners, because a lot of things are going to be changing in 2025. And these are top 2 things that are going to be changing in 2025. If you have just arrived here, I mentioned before that the USPTO will be changing their fees. All right, so here it is. I'll put the link to this in the description of this video, but you can go through it yourself if you need to. But here it is right here. I had mentioned this earlier. Especially if you are a member, you already know this. But these are the new fees. It's going from $250, which is what it's currently at. And it's going up to only 1 application versus the 2, because there are 2 applications, in case you didn't know that. There's a $250 application and a $350 application. They are getting rid of the 2 and coming up with 1 application, which is $350. So basically, the minimum to file a trademark will be $350. So this is for the people who just came in. So that's going up. Also, as I showed before, there are other fees that are going to be tacked on to that $350 that may apply to you as well if you need to make changes. If you're a person that likes to use their free form text box because you don't like what the ID or the trademark ID manual says, you want to add some more flavor to it, your stuff is unique and you just want to just free form it and write it out, you're going to have to pay addition to that $350 application fee. Either you're going to be paying $100 if you don't put enough information in there. They say it's not enough information. They're going to charge you an extra $100. All right. If you want to go above 1,000 words, they're going to be charging you an extra $200. Even if you just want to write it out and not even use the trademark ID manual, that's $200. So you'll be paying some extra money. So it's best just to use the trademark application, the trademark ID manual, whenever you get ready to file your trademark application. I will be doing a training during my seminar on the trademark ID application as well, to break this down, to make it plain for those of you that are saying, well, I guess I need to go get this trademark filed. I need to know how to do it, because you don't want to go pay thousands of dollars to an attorney. You want to do it yourself. So I will be briefly going over that if need be. But you're going to have to be a member or sign up for the seminar that I'll be doing. And of course, these are additional fees that are rising up for those of you that already have trademarks, and it's time for you to renew them between this year and next year and the year probably after. I think they do this every 2 years to change the rates. All right. And I don't think I've ever seen them go down. So, but these are the different rates when you go to renew your trademark application that they're going. This is what they are now, the current fees, the new fees. This is what's going to take place after January the 18th. All right. So I want to make sure you guys understand that. For those of you that like to petition other people's trademarks, you want to talk directly to the director, you want to petition to revive your application because for whatever reason, they have put it in stasis and you didn't do anything about it, it's just sitting there. There are applicable fees to that as well, as well as letters of protest. And letters of protest, like I mentioned earlier, is when you see someone else that's filed a trademark. Let's say I go and I file a trademark for passionately intrigued arts and more. And she's like, I don't think so. Well, in order for her to stop me, she has to file a protest. She has to file an official letter of protest with the USPTO to stop me. And that's going to cost her $150 after January the 18th. Okay, that's what it means. All right. For those of you that say, well, listen, I haven't used my trademark yet, but I do intend to use it. I just haven't used it in commerce yet, meaning you haven't put it on a product or service or anything like that yet, but you want to. You plan on doing this. This is your intent to use fees. So it's going up from $100 to $150 in both these cases. All right. So that was pretty much the summary and the breakdown of everything. So if you all have any questions, now is your time to ask them. And we're going to get on up out of here and let y'all enjoy your day. So let me go through here. Hey, Cynthia, welcome in. Welcome in. Great to see you. I know you all are probably wondering, for those of you that were late, why I am off camera. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Bayou says, I filed my BOI in September. It didn't take long, maybe a few minutes, literally, but they sure those. That's what I say. It doesn't take long, just a few minutes. And yes, they are real nosy. Okay, all up in your business. And so, yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that. But the reason why I am off camera is because on Monday, my doctor wanted to do a test, and doing this test, I had to have a medication. And I have never in my life had any type of allergic reaction to any medication that I've been given. But I don't know if it's age. I don't know what it is. But I just know that Tuesday when I got up, I felt like I had a bunch of red ants all over me. And I looked in the mirror, my face from under my bottom lip, all the way across from ear to ear, all the way down my chest. I am having a huge allergic reaction to whatever that stuff is. And I am itching and I am red and I have whelps. And I asked people, they was like, girl, that is hives. I have never had hives, whatever this is, in my life. But I don't wish this on my worst enemy. This stuff itches, okay? So I've had to take Benadryl. I am rubbed down and calamine lotion. I haven't itched this bad since I was a kid and I had chickenpox. This is horrible. And I'm swollen, like my face is swollen, like under my chin is swollen. One side of my face is swollen. Y'all look, I've been punched. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. So that's why I'm not on camera. I'm not camera ready. I'm not even close to being camera ready, which is why I was not live yesterday, because yesterday was horrible. I was like, take my skin off. This hurts. It itches. It's hot. It was horrible. And to my husband, like, why didn't take you to the hospital? I said, no, because they said in case as long as my throat doesn't close up, which it hasn't, I can still breathe and eat and talk, obviously. Then I just take the allergy medication, which is I had Benadryl on hand. They said, that's perfect. Just take that. And for the itching, try not to scratch, which is very hard. Okay. I feel like somebody to put some oven mitts on my hands or something. And rub the calamine lotion on there. And that really does help the itching. Because, child, listen, I'm telling y'all something now. This stuff had me in here ready to just tear my whole face. I was like, this is ridiculous. Why do I keep itching? And so if you've ever had just severe itching, you know what I'm talking about. And my face, and I'm like, my daughter is like, Mom, put some ice on it. I'm like, I don't want nothing to touch me. Like you have on a shirt, like I have on a t-shirt. And you know how the top of the shirt, just sits on your neck comfortably. Y'all, This thing, I keep pulling at my collar because I'm like, don't touch my skin. Don't touch my skin. Oh, please stop touching me. But you don't have to wear a shirt. But this is not cool at all. So I'm like, even my husband, like, you never have a reaction to stuff. I'm like, I know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what was in that stuff. But my body obviously did not like it. So that's why your girl is not on camera. Because I'm doing everything in my power not to scratch right now. Because once you scratch one area, everything starts itching. My chest, behind my ear, my face. No, nope. So no. And y'all know I'm of the lighter skin complexion, and I am red. Okay, it look like I got sunburned. I am red, and so yeah, just keep me in your prayers, okay? Because this is ridiculous. So yeah, I want to let you guys know because y'all know how I feel about talking behind an avatar. But in this case, I have to do what I have to do. All right. So that's all I wanted to share because I could not wait any longer to not share this information with you all. So I wanted to make sure that I shared it and everything is well. All right. So any questions? I'll keep you distracted so you won't be. Listen. Listen, my daughter has tried, and I to be honest, so far the calamine lotion really helps. As soon as I put it on, the itching stops. But like anything else, it has an effective time frame, and that's when I wash everything off, and I put another coat, and I'm like, whew, it's just like the itching is driving me absolutely nuts. And so, yeah, so far, but I have it's working, but I don't wish this on nobody. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's funny because before they administered the medication, they told me all the things that could happen. And this man was like, oh, in my 20 plus years, I've never had to go and rush anybody to the ER. And, some people have a small allergic reaction, but are you allergic to anything? And I'm like, no, I've never been allergic to anything. And he's like, okay, so you're not allergic to shellfish or shrimp or eggs or da-da-da. I'm like, no, I'm not. So he said, okay, you should have no problem. And at first I didn't. The test was done, over. I got up. He said, you feeling okay? I said, I'm feeling fine. Like nothing happened. So I got home still feeling fine. By that night, I was like, I'm a little, my side of my face is kind of itching. It's like a regular itch. Like, oh, face itching. Okay, no problem. Go to bed, get up. About 4 o'clock, I felt like I was on fire. Everything changed. Everything changed. And I was like, so I get up. I run to the bathroom because now my entire lower part of my face is itching. And I'm looking like, what did I put on me? Well, what happened? And I'm looking and I'm turning red because I'm light skinned. So I'm turning red. And I'm like, what the? And immediately I just go and start searching for the calamine lotion because this is like one of those things that anytime somebody itching, if my daughter or something, anybody, we keep that on hand. So I grabbed that because I knew that would stop the itching because that's what I was feeling. And it just got worse. And today I get up. First, it was just on my face, the lower part of my face. But this morning when I got up, it went all down my neck and all the way on my chest. So now I'm like, oh, this is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. 755, welcome in. Listen, Assassin on site is saying the same thing. She walking around, pulling her shirt up over her face like it's catchy. I'm like, girl, you can't breathe it in. What's wrong with you? And so she's like, don't touch me. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's catchy, but stay away from me. So I keep threatening her and my daughter keep chasing around the house. Like, give me a hug. Come on, let's hug. No. I said, oh, any other time y'all want to hug, let's hug now. No, Ma, we don't want to hug. So they keep taking off running. So it's kind of fun for me because now nobody touches me. My husband looks at me like, you can be all right. Like, I love you and all, but I don't know what that is. so now it's just, now I'm like, I will come over there. I tell my daughter to do something. I'm like, I will come over there and touch you. I will touch you. And she's like, Mom, please. So she's taking off running. So it's kind of working out for my favor. Nobody's on me. Nobody's touching me except for my shirt. And I'm just like, you're getting on my nerve. But I digress. But that's what your girl is going through over here. Exactly. Exactly. And so, and that's on both sides. I'm like, y'all touch me, I'm gonna hit you. And then they're like, if you touch me, we're gonna call somebody because this ain't right. We don't know what you. Yeah, I know. You stay blessed as well, PIA. Many blessings to you. I heard you weren't feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Thank you. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But while I'm here, before we get up out of here, I do want to tell you all something. You too, 755? She says, that happened to my face a couple of weeks ago. I had to take, yes, I'm taking Benadryl. I'm like, I'm a person that does not like taking medicine. I mean, if I have to take a medicine, I don't care if it's a Tylenol. That means I have reached my point of my breaking point now for me to take medicine. And but this stuff, I was reaching for it. Somebody could have told me to cover myself in flour and start clucking like a chicken. If I thought that was gonna stop me from itching, I probably would have done it. Okay? Because this stuff is no joke. Woo, I'm telling you. But I do want to tell you guys something. I do need your help with something. If you're on YouTube and you have a channel, there is a channel that is actually, I believe, you guys know I mentioned this just not too long ago, that's impersonating me. And this channel is calling themselves Educated Natural. If you open up another window and you go on YouTube and go search for Educated Natural, you will see a very familiar face. Jasmine's up to it again, y'all. Mm-hmm. So not only did she have her name on Instagram as Educated Natural, she has now gone and changed the name to her YouTube channel again to Educated Natural. And what I need for you guys to do is alert YouTube of this because it is not right. So you can go to her channel, go to the About section, and you can go at the bottom where it says Report User and report her for impersonating me, okay? Which is against YouTube policy. And if you can, if you have time, please go to that channel and let YouTube know that this is not right. I have filed reports and did everything I need to do, but we're greater in numbers. Okay. So if you guys could help me out with that by reporting that page, it would mean a whole lot. And if you're on Instagram, if you're able to do that for that page as well, at Educated Natural, I would greatly appreciate that as well because this has to stop. I believe she's doing this because she knows she can't really do anything on her own name, so she's using my and it has shown because I've been watching those pages and they have not moved. But as soon as she changed it to mine, she get a couple of views and a couple more things and subscribers and people on the Instagram. I noticed that because my name, but people know, So you guys are not subscribed or following. So all right, so there we go. Please do so as well. And that page is The Educated Natural. That's me. You'll see me on there. So that's my Instagram page. I will be putting more information and different things on Instagram. Y'all know Instagram is one of my least favorite platforms, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do to protect what you own. In places where people are trying to take it from you because you're not as active there. So if you're not a part of my family over on Instagram, and if you're not a part of the family here, please consider subscribing here as well because we're now in 2025. We're trying to take back everything that belongs to us. And I could really use each and every one of your help to do that. And if you need my help, you all know I would do the same for you. Did it come back? I hope it came back. I had too many things open over here. That's what that was by you. Hey, Lena, welcome in. Great to see you. Hey, you grow roll. We about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for coming. So let's see. Are we good now? Are we back? Let me see. Let me check. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, okay. So what I was saying is that the same person, Jasmine, has not only has her name on Instagram as Educated Natural, but she has it here on YouTube as Educated Natural as well. And if each of you can go and report those pages, I would greatly appreciate it for impersonation because that's what she's doing. She's impersonating my name and my brand for her own personal gain. And I have to tell y'all, although I talk about trademarks and I know the value of trademarks, let me issue you this warning what I have learned over the last year. It doesn't matter which platform you choose. None of them, and I mean none of them, will support you in ways you think that they should. You would think that YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc., will protect their users, because without us, they wouldn't even have a platform. Let's just be honest. But what's happening is, behind the scenes, they are changing their terms and conditions. And in the fine print, they are basically telling us that they will not get involved in disputes, whether it be a trademark dispute, sometimes even a copyright dispute. They make you jump through hoops for that as well. And you would think, because I'll take me, for example, I've been on YouTube since 2013. That channel, Educated Natural, that is called now, didn't come about on YouTube till 2016. All right. Why are they allowing this to happen? I have no idea. I have sent them all sorts of paperwork, and they are still giving me these cut and paste messages back. I don't know if they're bots, algorithm. I don't know how YouTube is working over there. But I have been in talks with attorneys, and now I know what my next step legally has to be. It's going to be a long one. But if this doesn't stop, we will be in 2025 doing this thing legally, because you can't depend on these platforms. If you do, hey J3GS Farms, Francesca, if you do the @ symbol and Educated Natural, it should pull her up. You see me because I'm heavy in these streets, okay? But if you scroll down and you do it by channel, if you do a search by channel, it'll bring her up. Because that's how I found out about. I told you guys, my name is like the bat signal. Anytime somebody uses it, 9 times out of 10, it's going to pop up in my alert box. And that's what happened. And which lets me know she must have seen my video when I talked about the Educated Natural copycats. Because it was after that video that she went to Instagram and she got that blue check on Instagram, and she went on YouTube and changed her name. I don't know why she wants to play this game, but she wants to play this game. It's going to be a very costly game for her. I don't know why she want to play, but hey, I got time today when it comes to my intellectual property and my name. So that's why you all know I've never really given names, but that's the main name. Now, update. The other young lady I mentioned, Kiera, she saw the video that I did and she changed her name. So she changed her Instagram name, and I believe she changed her other ones, but she on that block party thing. So I really didn't not really search too hard for her, but she did get the memo and she changed her name. So it's this other chick and that's Jasmine, that is trying to push to keep that name. And I'm doing everything I can except for going to and filing official legal paperwork to make her sit down somewhere. And that's where not only myself, but you all come in play as well, to continue to report her channel here on YouTube, as well as the page on Instagram and anywhere else you may see it. But those are the two main places that she has been hiding behind. So I wanted to update you all on that. Thank you first and foremost for those of you that did see and were a part of my live when I talked directly about and to the copycats of my name. Thank you to those that went above and beyond to make sure these videos fell in front of them, and you did whatever you had to do to get their attention on this. I thank you. It means a whole lot, because it lets me know, because what they don't understand, all I have to do is make contact. Once I make contact, you can block me, it's too late. I made contact. So absolutely, 755, we're applying pressure. And I'm not going to let up because you just now went back to YouTube and changed your name to mine. Do you really think that's going to make me go, oh, I guess I should quit? No, because now it's going to get harder and harder for you. Exactly. Team too much. Because for someone with a CPA degree, okay, you should know better. And here's the funny part. Y'all make y'all laugh real quick, because I thought this was funny. Tell me how she goes to her local office and files for her business called Admin Lab, right? She went and did an LLC paperwork. I saw it. But then tell me why on Instagram she didn't pay for the blue check on that page. That's her business. But she goes to the other page, Educated Natural, and pays for the blue check on that page. Please, a business she don't own at all. Please explain that to me. How crazy do you have to be to not protect Admin Lab, which is your official paperwork business, and not Educated Natural, because that belongs to me? So which lets me know she just trying now to get on my nerves. That's all it is. That's all this is. Because it makes absolutely no sense. Even my lawyer was like, that is the craziest thing I ever saw. I'm like, yeah, I know. But thanks be to God, we are all going to come together and do something about this, because these platforms are not loyal. It doesn't matter how long you have been on them. It doesn't matter what you do, how many posts you have made, how many subscribers you have. None of that stuff matters. They will not help you at all. They go against their own policies. Like, I have literally cut and paste their own policy and said, listen, this is what you said. This is what's happening. What's the difference? There isn't any. And they still go, well, I'm like, man, come on. Come on now. Really? I have sent in official documents, my own personal information, to prove to them I am who I say I am. And they still dragging their feet. Yeah, very petty. Very Bayou. Very petty. But I got time today. Let's see here. Dolores said she liked playing Frogger in traffic, but blocking and adding more into it only hurts her because Team 10 card not going to stop. Exactly. I'm not. I kind of think she likes the attention at this point. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But if y'all wouldn't mind going to at Educated Natural page, and you'll see it's her. It's her. I don't know who's in her ear. And if you guys reporting that page for impersonation, I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm telling y'all, this is just ridiculous at this point. I don't know. But if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to. If you're on Instagram, you can inbox me and give me the suggestions or anything you could think of that I should do that could speed this up. I would greatly appreciate it. Anybody else? Today is Thursday. Is anyone else going live? J3, are you going live today? No, you go live today or tomorrow? I can't remember. I know it's one day. Let's see. Anybody going live today? Thursday. I know Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley goes live tonight. Let's see. My mods are in here. Please feel free to drop Miss Shirley's link. Okay, Friday for J3. Okay. That was one of them. Let me think. Y'all, hold on a second. Let me see. I just got a notification from. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. I don't see anything. Hold on. Let me go to. Okay, Instagram. Listen, y'all, I got my verification notification. So I am verified also on Instagram. Okay. So I watched Black's Tropical. If y'all haven't checked out their video, please check out their recent video. They just did. They got hacked, guys. It was very serious for them. And they got hacked on Facebook. And they mentioned the power of verification. So that's another thing I need you guys to pay close attention to. If you are having issues with someone impersonating your name, your brand, or something, unfortunately, social media platforms have now become pay to play. It's just don't make no sense. Let me just say that. But from what I've been hearing in the grapevine and seeing what's happening, even in my case, these social media platforms, in order to even protect you, you're going to have to pay them. Makes no sense whatsoever. They should be protecting everyone on these platforms, but they are not. So What they're now saying without saying is they want you to pay them for protection. And you do that, for instance, on Instagram and Facebook. They give you the little blue check when you pay them monthly to help you protect your page, pretty much, where you can talk directly to them, which is ridiculous. Y'all should be doing it anyway. I digress. But anyway, I just received verification from Instagram on my page. So that's a good step. And that's the first step. So now I'm like looking at her like, now what? Now you guys know here on YouTube, you got to have 100,000 subscribers in order to do it, but you don't have to pay for that. But Facebook and Instagram want you to pay for protection on those platforms. All right. Just to let y'all know that. So if you want to protect yourself and have them do what they should be doing anyway for free, you're going to have to get that verification. And that's what helped Blacks Tropical when they lost access to their YouTube page due to hackers. And they lost that page. They couldn't get back into it. But luckily, they were able to get into it. And the verification helped them and all that kind of stuff because they was able to talk directly to the people at Facebook. So Dolores says, yeah, Twitter, come back here, thing. You have to get notification to even go live on it. Oh, you mean verification? Really? Wow. Yeah, Twitter is a different thing. Now they got a new owner. Value Sugar says, my Facebook and Instagram account recently tried to get hacked too. What was funny is I got 2 phone calls from out of the country, and that was the same area that tried to log in. Girl, wow. Telling y'all, people out here are just spiteful. I don't know. So, am I still? Let me see. So, hopefully, okay. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, if you have to protect yourself out here in these social media streets because these platforms are not loyal to any of us. But as soon as you break a rule that they don't like, they're quick to shut you down. But as soon as you report somebody else for breaking the rules, they drag their feet on it. So I just don't get it. But I would encourage you all to listen and go watch Black's Tropical. The Black's Tropical's Home and Garden or Black's Tropical? Let me see. What's their official channel name? But I want y'all to make sure that come back here, thing. That you all check out that video because it's really eye opening. Because I was like a lot of people. I was like, I'm not paying them nothing. They tripping. I'm not paying them nothing. But then hearing their case and seeing what's happening to me, I was like, well, because somebody tried to get me on PayPal yesterday. I'm sitting here, happen to be on my phone, and I got a notification from PayPal. Thank you so much, J3 GS Forum. I got a message from PayPal saying that I was charged $25 to some email address. And I was like, I didn't do that. So I immediately went into PayPal to make sure, see what was going on. And sure enough, it was sitting there pending. And I had to immediately rejected that. And they immediately said, okay, you're right. This was not authorized, and gave me my money back. I was like, what the? So y'all, be careful. Be careful. People are desperate out here, whether it's in the country or out. Protect your stuff. If you don't have two-factor I can't say the word, Lord. Two-factor authentication on, get that on everything from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram, anywhere that allow you to do it, put it on, because people are cracking codes. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that these platforms want you to pay them to help you. That I do know. So govern yourselves accordingly on these social media platforms, y'all, because this is ridiculous. J3 says, this is one reason I like Cash App. If you're not using it, turn the card off. Ah, good idea. Good idea. Some people have I guess they call it a dummy card to where they only have like just a few dollars on it. And that's what they kind of use to pay for things like, StreamYard or any live streaming platform. They'll use that card for that, or it's like almost like a dummy card. It's not much on it, or they only use it for that purpose. And that way, if something happens, they're able to shut it down very quickly. So that's something as well you might want to look into to protect your account, because I'm telling you, I don't know what 25's got up its sleeves, but it's got a lot of people doing some crazy stuff. So protect yourselves, y'all, because these platforms are not going to do it. But that's all I had for today. If you missed it, please go back. There's some very important information in there for you. If you need me, you guys know you can always go to my website at www.theeducatednatural.com. Or if you're on social media and you want to put a little message in my inbox, you guys know I am on Instagram under The Educated Natural. All right. So that's how you can get in touch with me. Members, we have our meeting on the 15th of December, obviously. And I look forward to seeing you all. If you're in the Instagram group, if you have any questions, anything that's going on in life or business, you guys know you can leave it in there. If anything comes up before the 15th for you, please do not hesitate. Let me know. All right. If you have questions about anything I have gone over today, I would encourage you all to join the membership and you can ask away. I'm there live and we talk and we have a good time and we get down to the bottom of some things. Okay. So if you're looking for like-minded individuals that are building and growing and supporting each other, please consider joining this channel's membership. We would love to have you. So Bayou Sugar Garden says, Scaredy Cat Gardner got hacked. Yeah, I remember her talking about that. Yes, she did. She sure did. Hey, Gwen, welcome back. Yay. So let me go back where I was. Go back over here. Clicking buttons and stuff. But I am looking forward to what God has for the new year. I am. So the analytic gardener says, I'll need to watch the replay too. Had to grab my harvest before. Ooh, yeah, it's cold here too. Please stay warm out there. Stay warm. It is cold. Look, my husband bought my greenhouse and I'm like, yeah, not going there to put it up. It's cold. I don't like being cold, y'all. But I do have it and I need to open it up because I got it like 3 days ago to make sure all the parts are in there and everything looks good. But I'm not trying to go outside at 20 degrees around here. Okay, we still got snow on the ground. It snowed here last week. So there's still some snow. Not much, but still enough on there on the ground. I don't like being cold. It's cold out there. So this thing may not be going up till the spring because listen, I don't like being cold. Hey, Tay, welcome in. Let's see. Yay, 755. Yay, 10 months of membership. I love you back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, before I forget, I will be doing a members giveaway. Y'all know how I do those. It'll be a members only video and I'll show y'all who the winner is. And then you'll find out also doing that giveaway what you will get. It is going to be monetary because, child, let me tell you something. I don't have time to be dealing with the post office, any of them, this time of year. So it will be a monetary gift for the holiday. So I'll be putting all the members. I'll be having one drawing for my Otis members, and then I have another drawing for my first level members. So it'll be 2 drawings, and in that one video, you'll see who will win, who will be the winners. You guys are gonna get a big thank you Christmas gift from the Educated Natural. Okay, and you ain't even gotta go to the post office to get it. It'll be right. If you have Cash App, it'll be right in your Cash App. Okay, so I hope you got Cash App. Because, child, I'm not going to the post office. I'm not doing it. So, yes, he did. He did. And so, probably this weekend, knowing him, he'll probably be like, girl, you go put that thing up. Let's go outside. I'm like, And knowing him, he'll go out there and do it himself because, he's climatized to that type of stuff. I don't like being cold. This is not my time of year. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. Many blessings to you. Many blessings to you. Listen, all y'all making me a little jealous because y'all are harvesting stuff from collard greens and kale and everything else. the analytic gardening YouTube, and I'm like, my stuff is still in the baby stage. I think the cold just I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I was gonna do a fall garden. I'm still trying. It's still out there, but y'all, it is doing absolutely nothing. Okay, nothing. So I don't know, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying, y'all. But I'm trying to tell y'all, I need to know the secret to fall gardening, because obviously I must be a warm person in gardening as well as in self. Okay, because it's looking sad out there. All right. So I look forward to hearing back from you all. I look forward to seeing your content and everything that you all are doing on your channel. Please keep being great. Continue to support one another. And I look forward to seeing you all in these YouTube streets, corners, boulevards, and everywhere else. All right. Thank y'all so much. You too. By you. Listen, I'm like, so y'all just aren't gonna do anything, huh? Just nothing, huh? Just gonna look sad. Okay. Okay. They say it right now. Listen, I started some stuff early and some stuff late, and nothing by you. Nothing. I'm like, oh, this is oh, y'all playing games. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I tried all kind of stuff. And so I'm gonna keep trying though. You know, I don't quit, so I'm gonna keep trying. But continue to pray for one another, continue to support one another. And until God allows us to come again, Father, continue to protect each and every one of us as we prepare ourselves to leave this place and never your presence. We love you, God. We thank you, and we forever give your name the praise and the glory and honor that is due unto you. God bless you, each and every one of you, until God allows us to come again. We seal this prayer. Amen. God, we thank you. And I'll see you guys next time.